I'm gonna keep it a buck and say that Stranger Things is the show that started this whole 80s nostalgia trend where a lot of these movies are focused on this time period, a lot of member berry stuff, a lot of stuff that is supposed to hit a certain demographic. I would say anybody in their probably 40s, around their 40s, if they lived through the 80s. And so yes, Stranger Things is the one that pioneered this, and that is the reason that we're seeing so many different shows do the exact same thing, and movies as well. And I honestly not only love this trend because I love seeing nostalgic stuff, I just love it when it's nostalgic with a good story, not just nostalgic with no other sense of being besides trying to be nostalgic. And I cannot wait for them to start going back to the 90s and showing us 90s eras movies and time periods to give us all those member berry feels. But yes, I love it, and I love Stranger Things as a show. So today there has been a huge announcement that Robert Englund, who is Freddy Krueger, he has just been cast in Stranger Things Season 4 as a convicted murderer, and as well as a couple other major actors and even some from Game of Thrones. They've all been cast into Stranger Things Season 4, which I cannot wait to see because I loved the last season. I actually loved the last 3 seasons. I mean, nothing quite hit as strong as that first season, but the other 2 were pretty good as well, and I love the ending to the last one. Like, now we have to figure out where the fuck Harper is. Is he in Russia somewhere? Is he going to be tested on? Is he going to turn into a monster? We don't really know, but that is the direction that I hope that they're gonna go with Robert Englund. It would be really cool for him to be the antagonist of that season, where he is a convicted murderer and we get to see some of his murders early on. He gets convicted and then he goes into the upside down or gets infected with it and becomes like a Freddy Krueger-esque monster, and that just gives that 80s feel, that dark 80s feels so well, because there were a lot of serial killers in the 80s, and not saying it was just the 80s. I mean, there were some in the 90s and other eras as well, but the 80s had some of the big ones that really were televised and, you know, were kind of big deals. So it makes sense throughout the whole nostalgia thing that this is the next direction for this show. But I am hoping that Robert Englund, who is a master of his craft, I really do hope that they get some prosthetics on him and he becomes a monster, a dream monster for the Stranger Things kids. I mean, I don't know if he's allowed to do that. I don't know if that would be something that, you know, would be too much like Freddy Krueger, but I would still love it nonetheless if he had a cool power. Maybe not dreams, but something similar. Like maybe he can like put you into like hypnosis or hallucinations or illusions or something. That would be pretty cool too. So I can't wait to see what they have in store for his character and just Stranger Things 4 in general, and I can't wait for it to come out. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked anything that I had to say. This is going to be Sunscape signing off. Take care, guys.